What's up, everybody? It's the Goal60 here for Friday, May the 17th, 2019. So we've got some new stuff starting up today. We had a potential revenge play, and we've got a few RPI plays that'll be starting up, some unofficials also. Carried over one unofficial from yesterday as they went 1-1, and also some new over-under plays. We'll get into all that now. So yesterday we only had the two unofficial plays starting up, and they did go 1-1. Carried over Oakland and Detroit in that game, and Detroit just got absolutely slaughtered, 17-3. But we carry them over again today and see if they can't bounce back and play a lot better than they did yesterday. As far as official plays today, brand new starting up, we've actually got three of those, and we're waiting on the price on the fourth, and that's in the St. Louis and Texas game. So St. Louis is at .530. Texas is at .500. They're exactly 500. You look at the price, and they haven't listed anything for that game, which will affect us in the over-under system as well. But when that comes out, I think that's going to be a favorable line for us on St. Louis, and I think we'll have a play there, which will become the fourth play. The other three, the ones that we do know about right now, the first one is Houston and Boston. That's a huge series as far as, names and traditional teams here, especially over the last few years. Houston is in the top three at .555. In fact, they are the top team in RPI, while Boston's at .494. You look at the price on Houston, it's at -141 today, and they will become the first play. I think that going up against Boston, I don't think these lines are going to get too out of hand. I think they're going to stay around that range, so therefore that's why I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. So Houston -141 is the first official play. Next, we've got Kansas City and the Angels. The Royals are in the bottom three at .468. The Angels are at .483. You look at the price, and it is around -150 on the Angels. Now, that line was a little bit higher overnight. It actually has taken some Royals money, but I think the Angels are going to be the way to go here, especially in this series. So the Angels -150 is the second play. The third and final one is San Francisco and Arizona. The Giants are at .487, while the Diamondbacks are at .543. You look at Arizona, they're -129, and that will become the third play for us. Like I said, we're waiting on St. Louis, that line to come out. I don't know if they're going to be the favorite or the underdog with the run line here, but I feel like that line may be favorable for us. If not, it'll just become an unofficial. And speaking of unofficials, we'll go over those now, which we picked up three brand new ones to go along with that Detroit Tigers game. Milwaukee and Atlanta are the first one. Milwaukee's in the top three at .546, while Atlanta is at .504. You look at the price, and Milwaukee's actually the underdog. The price is on the run line at -161, so it's just right outside the range on Milwaukee, and they become the first unofficial for today. Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. The Cubs are at .529, while the Nationals are at .479. You look at the Cubs on the price, they're the underdog. The run line is -164 with them on the road. And then finally, the Mets and the Marlins. The Mets at .480, the Marlins in the bottom three. In fact, they are the worst team in RPI at .429. You look at the Mets at -216. It's just way too far out of a range, and therefore becomes the third and final game. I think DeGrom is going today, and against the worst team in RPI, I really think, even though they're on the road, I got a feeling that line's just going to continue to rise. So if you're looking at that, you would definitely want to get on that early, because I think it's going to go up. It would shock me, honestly, if it pushed all the way up above 230, maybe even close to 240. We'll just have to see how that goes. But that's everything for the RPI system. Now we'll go over the potential revenge play we missed out on, and also the over-under system. So first up, we'll talk about the potential play we had there with the revenge, and it was in the Reds and Dodgers game. The Reds at .485 was the team we were looking at, but they were going up against my Dodgers in the top three at .553. Obviously, the gap is too large, and also the Dodgers being in the top three did not allow that to become a play. The price actually was favorable. If I remember right, it was somewhere around -140 on the run line, and it wasn't too bad. But the RPI is the top parameter in all this, and with it not matching, it kicked it out. So that's all we had there. As far as the over-under system, yesterday we split those as well, went 2-2. The two continuing today, the first one is Pittsburgh and San Diego. We're looking for the over 7.5. And then Baltimore and Cleveland, we're looking for the under 9. Now that game yesterday scored a ton of runs. I think they put up 21 total runs. It looked like a football score, 14-7. So hopefully they can come out today and play a little bit better defense. The pitchers can be on a little bit better, less errors, that sort of thing, and let's get this thing under 9. It'd be great. Now we did start up 2 for sure, and then we're waiting on that St. Louis and Texas game for today. St. Louis is at 1.08, Texas at 2.65. That's a total of 3.73. So we're definitely looking at the over. If it's 9 or below, we're definitely going to take it. If it's 9.5, we're going to eliminate it. So definitely look at that. I got a feeling though, it being at Texas and them putting up a ton of runs, this may not become a play just simply because it may be 10.5, 11 on the run line, on the over/under, and obviously we would pass on that. Now the other two did become plays. Both of them are over. Both of them barely made it in. The first one being the Giants and the Diamondbacks. The Giants are at 2.82. The Arizona Diamondbacks at 0.34. You look at that's a total of 3.16. We're looking at the over, and it's 9, so that will become a play. The second one is also a NL West team. It's Colorado against the Phillies. 2.74 going for the Rockies against the East Coast team, and the Phillies at negative 0.44. That still gives us a difference of 2.3, and the over is 9, so we're looking at taking the over there. So that's the two only that are for sure. We got the 2 B bets, and like I said, St. Louis and Texas, we're waiting on the line, but don't feel confident that's going to become a play. That's everything I've got today. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.
60% of the time, it works every time.